Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, in this video, I want to talk about uh, speaking based on my understanding and speaking and pronunciation. Speaking and pronunciation is often part of daily of us, and we tend to take it for granted. However, learning speaking, whether in a first or other language, involves developing subtle and detailed knowledge about why, how, and when to communicate, and complex skills for producing and managing interaction, like asking a question or obtaining a turn. The most important aspect of everyday tasks is that it always takes place in cultural and social contexts. We speak in order to carry out various social activities and although we may not always be consciously aware of doing so, we attune our language and the meanings we wish to exchange to our specific purpose for speaking in that context. And what I know in issues in speaking, many spoken interaction consists of commenting on immediate action or event, or casually moving from one topic to another. However, it is also true that some types of speech might be more plain in advance, such as meeting or written to be spoken, such as news broadcasts. I think so. Genres of speaking. One way we can think about spoken discourse at a macro level is to consider the concept of discourse type or genres. In daily life, we use this concept repeatedly to identify the kinds of interaction in which we are involved, for example, speeches, jokes, doctor consultation, and etc. So, uh, based on Martin and Rodri, define genre as a stage, goal-oriented social process, like uh, eh, include that a genre involves within a culture and its social institution. Social processes are purposeful, and it is usually takes a number of steps of achieve one purpose within particular social context. Having identified the genres with their different purpose. And speaker also anticipate the various kinds of interaction and language they might use in relation to a genre. Purposeful language variation will involve recognizing the overall shape or structure of the text, but also selecting from the vast repertoire of language resources available to us. The language features the language features and patterns appropriate to a particular spoken transaction or interaction. Genres contain both obligatory and optional elements. Abstract and coda will not be, and the obligatory elements are the key elements and must be present for a text to be defined and recognized as reflective of a particular genre. So, what I know about issues in pronunciation, like in addition to what we have observed about the workings of spoken discourse so far, there is another level at which we can analyze speaking, pronunciation, and the role it plays in getting our meaning across both transactionally and interactionally. Pronunciation is a term used to capture all aspects of how we employ speech sounds for communicating, revisiting some of the aspect of speaking we described above. Then we can fine tune our analysis to a consideration of how the actual sound we produce to communication. Next, stress and unstress. We have seen the way we signal prominence in tone units by stressing important words is a crucial what we call prosodic device for getting our meaning across. So which word gets stressed? So we can stress in one some words to explain to a person. However, speakers are not entirely free in their stress placement. There are also contains grammatical and lexical constraints. Mm, Next sound segment. So we can now consider uh, the smallest unit we can isolate intuitively the individual sounds which make up utterances. However, it has to be emphasized that speech is a continuous stream without clear-cut borderlines between individual sounds, and when we speak rather than producing carefully enunciated citation forms of individual words, we tend to minimize our articulatory work by making sounds more like each other what we call assimilation, sometimes leaving sounds out also altogether elision, and sometimes inserting a sound to make for a smoother transition uh like linking. So I think that's all for me about speaking and pronunciation. uh Thank you.